Listen, man. As I've been saying up to this point, you really cannot judge teams 3, 4 weeks into the season. You just can't do it. I think now is when you start to really you have enough of a sample size to really say what a team is going to be. And granted, it's still time for a lot of teams to turn it around. Me being a Packers fan, probably one of the more memorable and one of my favorite years was the Aaron Rodgers relax year when we were 3-6, 4-6, and we went all the way to the NFC Championship game. Me being from the DMV, I remember RG3's rookie year when they started that year 3-6, and Mike Shanahan, he basically gave what many thought was like a concession speech, saying we evaluating talent and it's over and this, that, and the third. Ended up going 10-6, went to the wild card game, and as we all know, RG3's leg just fell apart. But we've seen teams turn it around, and a lot of teams in the league have time and a chance to turn it around. When it comes to these two teams, they're both still NFC favorites. I do think the Cowboys are better than what they showed in this game. But what I will say is you really have to, for one, let's be honest on who the Giants have beat up on this season. First game being the Jets without Aaron Rodgers. No, I'm sorry. First game, the Giants. Then the Jets. It's just, I don't know, man. I just really want people to stop over exaggerating off of 1 week or one game. Because it does you no favors. Now, meanwhile, the 49ers, I think they're in the Super Bowl. I still believe in the Dolphins. I think it's them and the Dolphins. Outside of the Eagles, I just don't really see anybody like convincingly. I like Detroit. Hell, I think the Packers could even give some teams some run when we finally play a full game and stop waiting until the fourth quarter to play like we got some damn sense. But the San Francisco 49ers are the most complete team probably in the NFL. And this game was just an annihilation. But we're going to watch the highlights and we're going to really delve into what happened. And just let's get into this atrocity that, mind you, I turned off at halftime. I went to bed. I said, I'm not staying up for this. It was bad. They had no answers for Brandon Ayuk. They had no answers for anything or anybody. The protection for Brock Purdy was exceptional. Trent Williams, let me tell y'all something. Trent Williams is a top 10 player in this league, and he has been for a long time. I know because he plays an unsexy position as left tackle, but Trent Williams is one of the best at what he does. And that was a beautiful drive. And we knew going into this game, as Dak gets sacked, we knew coming into this game that the Dallas Cowboys defense wasn't going to dominate. This was a game that we really needed to see Dak prove that not only he was ready for the moment, but really just solidify the talk about the Cowboys the past few weeks. And he did not. I love the play calling by the 49ers. There go that boy Micah Parsons. Wreaking havoc. Oh, good cut. Oh, I didn't see this part. He fumbled. Oh wow, I did not remember that. Christian McCaffrey is a legitimate MVP frontrunner. Oh, he fumbled? Why don't I remember this? I was so tired after work.
What happened was that McCaffrey lands right on top of Lewis. So
that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, that's a fumble. That's tough. Literally, as I was saying, Christian McCaffrey is an MVP frontrunner. Yeah, man. Dak. This was bad. This might be one of Dak Prescott's worst performance ever. Again, great play calling by the 49ers. Everybody's saying, oh, we need to really see Brock Purdy. We need to see Brock Purdy do something exceptional and extraordinary. No, you don't. As long as he can make the plays that need to be made and the defense keeps playing the way that they do, he really doesn't. He can Jared Goff, Jimmy Garoppolo his way to the Super Bowl. I think we've seen it. No disrespect to Jared Goff, no disrespect to Jimmy Garoppolo. But, I definitely see the 49ers continuing this system. Look, just make the plays when we need you to make them. But other than that, hand it off. When you do, drop back, take your time. You'll have plenty of protection. They have a great line led by Trent Williams. Just make the right read. And that's it. I really don't think Brock Purdy needs to do anything, extraordinary. Got great talent around him. Just make the play. See, that was a great decision by Dak. He saw that Fred Warner was lined up on his tight end. Clear mismatch. Make the play. Great decision. But as we've been saying this in all the Dallas videos that we've been watching, that was a hell of a throw. Hell of a throw. Yeah, they just have no answers. They had no answers for these boys, man. The screen call, Christian McCaffrey. He's a legitimate MVP frontrunner, man. For real, for real. Yeah, and to the offensive line of the 49ers, they dominated this game. Look at that pocket. Debo just being Debo, doing the impossible. But look at the pocket that Brock Purdy has on these plays. Got time. Good throw. But like I was saying, as we've been saying all year with the Cowboy highlights, they'll move the ball up the field. They just can't get in the end zone. Now, this game, they definitely struggled to get the ball up the field. Oh, my goodness. That's one hell of a throw. That is a beautiful throw. Look at the pocket. Look at the time. Debo is a dog. I mean, just look at the talent of the 49ers, man. It's just beautiful, man. Great blocking. Great decision. Oh, wow. Really? I didn't know that. I thought George Kittle Ben had 3 touchdown games. Now see this. Dak would have to explain himself to me. He would really have to explain himself. Like, what the hell was that? And was that third down? I'm sorry. I'm hitting the wrong button. Was that third down? Because his excuse may be, yo, it's third down. I'm just trying to make something happen. But that's just a terrible decision. No, that was first down. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's one of them plays Dak would literally have to sit down with the tablet and tell me what he saw. Because that just made no sense. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that protection, bro.
I don't know. I tend to look at this 49ers team and think it's one of the best teams, not the best team. Working inside to the 2.
He just wanted it. Jeez. He almost got in there. He just wanted that. Beautiful play call. Yeah, man. This was bad. This was really bad. Great defense. Great coverage. I mean, Michael Gallup it looked like he didn't even get off his route. I mean, that was just great coverage. That blocking. Great cut. I mean, and listen, I still believe in this Dallas defense. Did I think that they were one of the greatest defenses of all time? No. Because, again, look who they were doing that stuff on. Right? You did it on the Patriots, the Jets, the Giants. Like, no disrespect, but these are not the elites. These are not the contending teams of the league. And no disrespect, but because, not everybody has done that against those teams, but to just call them one of the greatest defensive teams of all time, 4 weeks in against the teams that they were doing it on, it was just like, now I still think they're legit. I still think it's elite. You got beat up on today. That's all I really got on that one. Boy, Tony Pollard still balling. He trying. Now that double slant play, as a Green Bay fan, I'm familiar with it because Mike McCarthy ran that a lot. And Dak clearly telegraphed it. But it's like, I think that's more of a play calling thing. On plays like that. The play calling is questionable sometimes for Dallas. But I do think the way a lot of blame is on Dak for this game.
And for me, I always get excited watching defensive football.
Especially if Vegas beats Green Bay in the
But
Monday
yeah,
night.
this is just a beatdown.
Darnold to a knee, and this one to the books.
This was a beatdown.
Dominant performance, 15 in a row in the regular season. We tie Niners history. That's a pretty sporty accomplishment.
Listen, man. The 49ers are legit. I think everybody knows that. I think, again, they are a Super Bowl team. And I just think if they can stay healthy and all of their quarterbacks don't get hurt in the conference championship like last year, I think they make it to the Super Bowl. I really, really do. They're just one of the more well-rounded teams. And that's the thing about the 49ers. They have been for a long time. I mean, we can say the 49ers. Let me look this up. I just feel like the 49ers have always been in the conversation, I would say, for like 5 years now. Maybe even longer. Let me see. 49ers records. I just feel like they've just been a great team for a really long time. Last year, 13-4, 2021, 10-7, 2020, everybody was hurt, 6-10. The year before that, Super Bowl year, 13-3. Okay, so 2018, 27, right. But that 29, so we going on 5 years now of them just being in like top contenders. That's really impressive and spectacular. That's not normal. And it kind of sucks because for a lot of teams, your window, they gotta get it done at some point. They gotta get it done. Again, last year was just so tough because of everything that happened and all the injuries to the quarterbacks. But considering that Trent Williams is not getting any younger, and again, I think Trent Williams is a top 10 player in this league. Again, I know he doesn't play a quote unquote, sexy position, but I can't name 10 better players that are better at their position and what they are tasked to do better than Trent Williams. I can't. I don't think I've seen a better player play their position than Trent Williams for a long time now. I mean, even back to his days in Washington. And the fact that then the Redskins gave him up for a bag of cookies, yeah, that's just insane. But I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't disappointed. I was expecting a shootout. I expected the 49ers to win. So I expected more along the lines of 42-35, and I thought Brock Purdy would have to make a game-winning drive, and the 49ers would win that way. I expected a shootout. And now that I think about it, I don't know why, because I've literally been questioning the Dallas offense all season. And all three of my Dallas highlight video reactions, I've questioned their offense, but for whatever reason, I just thought Dallas would finally put the pieces to the puzzle together against the 49ers and just make this game competitive, but they did not. They got destroyed. Dak had a lot of questionable playmaking decisions. The play calling was not good. Defense got destroyed. I think they got dominated up front. I think that was really that was the main thing. I mean, they couldn't get the Brock Purdy at all. I mean, he was comfortable all night. And I noticed that they didn't move Micah around as much as I would have wanted. I think he was head on with Trent Williams a lot. I don't know why. I definitely would have moved Micah around. And I personally, I would have avoided Trent. Trent Williams is not letting anybody get close to his quarterback. I mean, you go back to his years in Washington. Hell, that RG3 rookie season. He was great. Now, that whole line was questionable, but he was pretty damn good. Yeah, man, Trent has been great for a long time, so I don't know why they just had Micah continuously go one-on-one with him. I would have moved Micah around. Would that have made the biggest difference? Probably not, but I just feel like that was stupid. Like, why do that? Yeah, for Dallas, they gotta figure it out on offense. Defense wins games, and so it really sucks that the defense got dominated the way that they did. But in these moments is when you need your however many hundreds of $1 million quarterback, however much Dallas gave Dak. They gave him elite starting quarterback money. And this is one of those weeks when they needed him to make the plays. In the previous weeks, aside from the Cardinals game, they didn't need him to make plays. The defense dominated. They were always in great field position, damn near every drive. And with the defense and special teams putting up points, Dak really wasn't asked to do much. This was a week when they needed Dak to play like a superstar quarterback that they want him to be, and he did not. And, I mean, shout out to Dak. He got his bag, and I just hope that he enjoys it, because if Dallas gives up on him, of course, he'll have another job waiting for him. But the money that he got this time around, he definitely won't see ever again. So I just pray that he can figure it out. You know, and the reason why it's so bad is because people were like pulling for Dak. Once he got, every time he got hurt, everybody was like, look, this is why you pay Dak. This is why you got to take care of him. After he got hurt those consecutive years, everybody was just pulling for him to get that money. And he gets his money. And when you need him to prove why he got that money, he's not doing it. And it sucks. And the buck stops at him this time. They got rid of Garrett. I forgot. I don't know why I forgot his first name, but the old head coach brought in Mike McCarthy. They got rid of Kellen Moore for play calling. He's with the Chargers, I believe. So for all these years, Jerry Jones has got rid of everybody but the quarterback. He's put the blame on everybody but Dak. This time, I don't think he would have a choice but to look at Dak. And it's going to be rough, but it's a lot of season. I still think Dallas are wild card bound if they can just, learn from these type of games and these type of ass whoopings. But it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. So, again, hopefully, and it's probably not, because as Stephen A. Smith says, once Dallas wins a game, the fans, the media, everybody just kind of overreacts. But hopefully this will teach people to stop, just going overboard in week 1, 2, and 3. It's a lot of season. It's a lot of games left. A lot of time for teams to expose who they really are. y'all gotta stop overreacting over the first 2 weeks, man. You got to. But I still believe in Dallas. I think they can turn it around. I do. Still in a pretty good position. Just got to start putting together some wins now. So, but for the 49ers, they'll be just fine. I mean, let me see what the rest of their schedule looks like. I thought this was one of those sleeper games where I'm like, I think they might finally take a loss, but boy, was I wrong. Let's see who they got next week. Let's see here. Where's the game at? Okay, here we go. 49ers. Let's see their schedule. Oh, yeah, they beat up on the Browns next week. I mean, we got to see the status of Justin Jefferson, but they got the Vikings after that on Monday Night Football. I mean, I still think they lose that game, but of course, it's definitely a whole different game if Justin Jefferson plays. And they got the Bengals, they got the Jags, they got the Buccaneers. Like, we got to see, man. 49ers might mess around. I ain't going to say they're going to have an undefeated season, man, but I think it's high. There's a great chance. There's a great chance. That's all I can say. Y'all let me know how y'all felt about this game. Let me know how you feel about these two teams. Do you think Dallas got exposed? And do you think, the clock is running down for Dak Prescott? Do you think the clock is running down for Mike McCarthy? And what are the next steps? What does Jerry Jones' summer look like in regards to what he has to do? And what are the next steps moving forward if Dallas doesn't get it done? Y'all tell me what y'all think, if y'all was Jerry Jones, what do you do? And for the 49ers, do you think they're legit? Do you think they can finally get to the big game again and finally win it this year? Do you think Brock Purdy is elite, or is he just a great player or is he in a great system and the system perfectly fits for him? And yeah, just let me know how you think the season goes for the moving forward for these two teams, man. It's gonna be fun to see. This season is off to a fun start, to put it lightly. A fun start. But as always, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, peace.